Alright. So, in this video, I'm gonna be showing you how to make a. Let me just show you real quick. I'm gonna show you how to make an aimbot for this game called Assault Cube. It'd be pretty easy. We'll have to find a couple things first before we get to it. So I'll just show you what it's gonna look like once we get it finished. Okay, make sure I'm connected. Alright, so now we're injected. If we hold our toggle button, it'll automatically lock onto him. Okay, that. But did I not? Oh, I think I forgot to rebuild it. Because I just made a. Yeah, I forgot to rebuild it. Let me rebuild it real quick. Okay, so this should fix that problem that just happened. Sorry, I've just been sitting here working on this for the past little while before I go eat with my dad, so just making sure this is good. Okay, let me make this guy idle. Alright, let me inject this. Okay, we're good, inject. Alright, so mouse button, which mine is mouse button 4. Oh, what the fuck? What did I just do? If closet pitch, I set it to null right here, but it should be getting set to this right here. Wait, let me pull this up in debug mode real quick. Okay. Okay. This is a weird start to this video. So I'm not like the fucking ultimate god programmer, so sometimes you gotta debug something. So I'm gonna look at the okay, let's turn this guy to idle. Let's inject real quick. Tools, inject DLL. Okay, so let me set it to right here. So we got caught right here. Which number my breakpoint is. Let's see. Let's see what closest underscore pitch set to. It's set to -9. Let's see closest underscore yeah. Set to 83. Okay, this should be good then. But it's not. Oh my god. But if closest underscore pitch is not equal to null, and closest underscore pitch is not equal to null. My bad, I had that shit fucked up. Let me restart my game. Let me rebuild this shit real quick. Okay, this should. Let me build in release mode. That should be good now. Hopefully. That's still not working. Here, let me do this. Let me do if. Okay, let's do if closest underscore pitch equal to null, or closest underscore yeah equal to null, and we'll just continue, and that should be good now. X this out. So it'll quit setting our fucking our pitch. Okay. Okay, it's transbot to idle. Let's inject. Did I build a new one? Yeah, we're good. Okay, there we go. Alright, so now when I hold the button down and nothing's alive, it's not gonna lock on anything. Oh. Okay. A little bit strange. Okay. Alright, there we go. So now it's not gonna lock on anything if there's nothing, no values to set it to. That. Pretty sure that's to do with my absolute value function. Okay, yeah, let's move this to after it calculates the y value. That's for our y. That should fix our problem right here. Okay. Sure, it's just a 2-player. Okay, but I'll put it on fucking best difficulty. Fuck me. Tools, inject this. Oh. Okay. That's not right. If absolute positive underscore y is less than 0, multiply by -1. If absolute positive underscore y is less than 5. Okay, I'm just gonna get rid of this. It's obviously not functioning right. Just setting my y value to negative where it's supposed to be, because it should be right there. To set it to over here. Let's rebuild this. Okay. Mix this. Why is it flicking up there? What is going on? What is it locking onto? I'm gonna go to a fucking 4-player game. Oh. Oh, okay. Let me add that back. That was a little bit weird. Yeah, that was a little bit strange right there, wasn't it? It's fucking weird. This is working just perfectly fine like 5 minutes ago. So I was like, oh shit, let me start recording. And then right as I start recording, I'm like, oh shit, I mean, kind of some errors. Let me go to a larger map. I'm not connecting to anybody right here. What's up with that right there? All right, yo, I'm back. Well, okay. Y'all don't even know how long I was gone for, but I was gone for like an hour. I went to go eat real quick. My pops, that goes on. But I just came back. I did some thinking while I was in the car, and I think I fixed the issue somewhat. It's still a little bit strange, but yeah. So it sometimes gets a little bit jacked up when they're jumping and you're down here. So like they just jumped right there. It's getting all wild. But it's usually when you're on a different like plane from them, when your Z values are different from theirs. It gets a little bit weird. Um, yeah, there we go. It's good though. Oh, did I not even? Yeah, let me rebuild this real quick. Okay, object. Yeah, so sometimes like when we're going down the plane, it doesn't set, and then it sets out of nowhere. Pretty sure it's because it's looping through. Mm, hmm. I don't know. Anyways, that should be good. Let's test it out in multiplayer. Team deathmatch, bad, 64 people. Shit. Okay, so it is getting the closest person to us. Not bad. So we know that's working. Oh, but it's going after this guy now. Yeah, I can't tell if they're through a wall though. I have to do trace lines for that. Okay. Let me lower the delay real quick on this thing. Make this just 1. I don't know why I set it to 10. It doesn't need to be that delayed. Yeah. This should make it a lot faster. And this switching here, let's take a look. Let's do 4 players. Let's do a quick injection. See, I undid the mouse. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, it seems to be working pretty well now. Just lowered the delay. Oh. Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. Anyways. Yeah, that works pretty well. It's pretty good. First aimbot. You could make an FOV function to set the FOV, but I don't think I'm gonna do that in this video. I'm just gonna. All right. Let's let me minimize this. So we're gonna make this from scratch. Don't want to make this. How long is this video? Look at that. 15 minutes already gone in the video. Goddamn. Now, if I'm gonna do this, get a good song on real quick. All right, so you need a lot of things for this. Let's take a look. We're gonna need, off the top of my head, we're gonna need the entity list. So we need the entity list offsets. which is this right here, plus exe base address, which exe base address in Assault Cube is like 0, or it's 40, it's 40,000, I'm pretty sure, or 40,000 next is 0x 40,000. That would be the same thing as getting this, but we're gonna use get module handle to get the base address, which is we're gonna use it here, unit pointer exe base address, get module handle. We're gonna typecast unit pointer. The local player is a player pointer pointer. I'm gonna dereference it because it's a player pointer. If you don't know what pointers and dereferencing is, that's gonna be pretty tough. Basically, this is a player pointer, local underscore player. So it's the type of this variable is player pointer. So it's a type class. So making an instance of this class player as a player pointer, right? Sounds kind of redundant, but yeah. And then we're gonna dereference a player pointer to exe base address plus 0x17e0 a8. Yeah, pretty good. And this is we're going to give our number of players that are in the game. So number of players, dereference an int pointer to exe base address plus the offset for this fucking thing for this fucking variable within the game that gives us our total number of players, not including us. It's only including the bots themselves. Yeah, we're gonna need. See, we're gonna make our classes. Just gonna make these a reclass. It's pretty easy. I'm gonna void pointer to a v table, which is v table is like virtual function table. We're gonna be using our O. Okay, yes, that's what I changed over here. Was our O is our origin in the game. Our position is our like position, but our absolute origin is our O, right? So we got to use for the cheats. We can do O.x, O.y, O.z. Yeah, so to get, this is just a formula for getting your positions according to the enemy person in the game. So it's just the enemy player's x value minus our x value gives us our origin within the actual map itself. So basically it sets the origin point on the graph of the game world to ourself instead of the world itself, right? Because which doesn't like fucking show you exactly what all that stuff meant, but it's kind of hard to show. You can look into that if you want to. How to, and then we're gonna do, so we're gonna get our temp distance, which we're gonna be using this fucking function, the Euclidean distance, which will calculate our distance. I don't really know how the fuck that shit works, but yeah. Return the square root f of x times x plus y times y. Okay, cool. And then once we do that, we're gonna set that as our temp distance. So yeah, we got our closest player, closest yaw, closest pitch. And then we're gonna calculate our yaw and pitch values for that player. So flow azimuth, we're gonna use the atan2 function to calculate our, I guess to calculate the azimuth of the underscore x. But I thought it was like the arctangent or some shit like that. I don't know. I'm not a fucking math whiz, so I'm not gonna bother trying to explain all the math. But then we're gonna set that to our float. This is just a function to change the azimuth from radians, because it using the atan2f function on our absolute pos underscore y and absolute pos underscore x sets it into radians. So then we need to cast it or turn it back into degrees and then typecast it to a float. And then yeah, we'll set that to our yaw. And then we're gonna set closest underscore yaw, which is a variable we made up here, to yaw plus 90 degrees. So the reason we're doing plus 90 is because in game, our north, that just says it right here in comments, I forgot about that. Yeah, so add 90 since the game assumes direct north of 90 degrees. So when your base looking direction is 90 degrees in game. So if you don't add 90 to it, then you're going to be 90 degrees off every time your fucking aimbot goes, right? So yeah, this is a little function to, I can't even remember what the fuck this is used for. Oh, it says right here, don't look straight at the air when you're close to the enemy. So basically, let me just move this right here. So in the game, when you get too close to the enemy, your crosshair will instantly flick up. We're gonna show you right now. So my crosshair would flick up into the sky right now, right? Which it's trying to do, but then we're setting it back. So now then we're gonna calculate the pitch, which is doing the exact same thing for the pitch, which is our yeah, wait. Yeah, and then we're gonna do our pitch as the azimuth_z. And the yaw is our x and y. Pitch is our z. Which if you know what z is, z is like your depth in the game, like your x, y values, and then your depth value. Okay. So z values are limited. Pick the larger between x and y to ensure that we don't look straight at the arrow when close enemy. So yeah, this would be like right here, which I can just move it right there. It doesn't really matter. I don't know why I moved it originally. I think I was moving it to like test it or something. I can't remember. Alright. So don't look straight at the arrow when close to enemies. So yeah, we calculate our absolute pause so it doesn't fuck up. I don't know where I got that from. I think I got it from the Game Hacking Academy website. Flow azimuth_z. So we're just gonna do basically the same thing we did over here. The A10 to calculate our fucking pitch. And then +_pitch is equal to flow azimuth, same shit, to turn it from radians to degrees. And this right here is just seeing if our, so in the game, just turn settings to idle real quick. So in the game, right, when we're calculating our shit, if the enemy isn't, so if the enemies are dead, we would just look automatically north 90 degrees. So we would look right here and just look north. Okay, our cursor would be stuck there whenever we press our button, right? We don't want that, so I set them to null initially, so no enemies are alive or caught alive. Then it won't automatically set our player pitch and yaw to have cancer and aim up in the middle of nowhere. I don't know why now it wants to fuck around. I don't know what's going on. This should be getting this player right here, but it's not. Is it because I turned idle bots on? And like now they're all fucked up. Yeah, it's like, I don't know what the fuck's happened, but yeah. And then we're gonna set our local player pitch and yaw to the closest player to us from this function. So yeah, pretty easy. But to do that, we need to find all those other shits, and we can do that real quick. I'll just create a new project. Just call this make a dynamic link library. Aimbot assault cube. Let's make it AC underscore aimbot YouTube. Okay. So I guess we'll start from square one and fuck. That's tough. I gotta go fucking reverse all this bullshit again. Great. It's pretty easy though to get the I'll just start from where the easiest part. Well, let's first make our functions real quick. So when you're okay, well, let's disable pre-compiled editors. Appreciate that. Don't give a fuck about that shit. Okay, let's use the standard. I don't really care. I'm not gonna bother setting those directors. Alright. Get rid of this. Get rid of this shit. Alright, let's just make a folder and just throw stuff in here. Okay, well, we didn't spell that right, but who gives a fuck? Alright, let's add windows.h. Okay, let's add threads also. Deal process attach. So we're just gonna create a new thread right here. So that's a long pointer to security attributes. So let's just do no pointer for that because I don't give a fuck about that. The size, we set that as 0. We're gonna typecast our function. We'll just call this injected underscore thread. We can set this to null pointer. This is a D word creation flag. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm looking at this right here. D word creation flag. Let's set that to 0. And this is another null pointer. Alright. So let's go and create our function here. Void injected underscore thread. Alright. Let's break. Fuck. Break right there. Set that back in place. Okay. And then we'll just do a while true loop right here so it doesn't never ends. And then let's set up, let me add another header file for classes that we're gonna add. Okay, like my retarded. A red bone a chain swing, like pretty things. Let me update my GitHub repository. Fixed stuff. That's pretty. All right. Okay, let's all right, let's go start reversing this shit now, so you can get your So we're just gonna go into a game like this. First thing we're gonna do is gonna get the local player variable. So we have cheat engine open. So this will be super easy. We'll use reclass also. Yeah, I'd probably download, if you're it's like your first time doing this, probably download all this shit like reclass, cheat engine, X-ray 2 debug. They're all pretty useful for reversing. That's what I've been using. What am I doing? Oh yeah, let's get the HP value. So first scan, we're gonna do, let me delete these real quick. Do for 100. So the easiest way to get your local player address in this game is just to get it from your HP value. So that's our address. We go to access address. We can see it right there. Our local player address will be EBX. But a little trick you can use. Yeah. Oh no, I'm not gonna save that. Let's close this out because we don't have a debugger attached when we're trying to attach this instead. Alright, so in X32 debug, let's go to symbols, make sure asynchronous client accepted. You can go to the expression of where health value stores. That's where health value stored. Let me just change this. To modify, you can just press space, or you can click on it if you want to. So the signed is what it is in decimal. In expression, this is what it is in hexadecimal, right? Or hex. I can't remember the fucking difference between hexadecimal and hex, to be honest, but so we'll just set this to 100, which is 64 in hex. Alright. Set a, so we want a breakpoint to pop so we can go find the address, which even though we already know it, I like using XOT debug, to be honest. So I'm gonna put a breakpoint right here. And whenever next time we take damage, our game will stop. Alright, our breakpoint will pop. So this also gives you the HP value, which is EDX, right? Our offset for HP is EC. So when you have a breakpoint pop, when you like set a breakpoint on like a variable or something within XOT debug, it'll pop at the location after where it was written to, right? So it's moving EAX into EDX plus EC, which is EAX is the value of our new health. So which is FF333, which means that we're gonna be dead here, because that's 4,000,000. Basically, we were too close to the grenade when it blew up, so you're gonna insta die. It doesn't really matter. We don't really care about that. So we got our EDX. Let's open up the Sublime text real quick. That's when I was. Okay. Let me just get rid of this. So EDX, that's gonna be our local player address right there. So if we look right here, this is why I went extra debug, by the way, because it's just right in front of our face. This is going to be our entity list right here. So 58AC04 is the address, which is the exe base address plus the address. It's equal to 58AC04. So we can just save that. We can just use that for our entity list. We need to set it equal to the base address. Int list address. I'll make that our static address. This is a dynamic address for our local players. So yeah, your local player isn't stored with an entity list within this game. So all right. So yeah, the reason we know this is an entity list is because it's moving the address into ECX, and it's ECX plus whatever iteration it's on, which is EAX, times 4, which is times 4 for bytes. So it's moving in between. It's an array moving in between characters or player instances, right? So we'll just go and stop that. So we have everything we need now. Just press play. We'll die. Press play again. Let's just remove all those breakpoints that I have set from before when I was working on this game. Alright, that should be chill. So we can go to reclass now, go fill out these classes. Well, first let's get our static address for our player address. Let's get rid of this shit. What did I set the player address? Yeah, so here's a dynamic player address. We can do a first scan. We can scan for it. And we'll see these right here, which have our player address. Oh, that's the entity list right there. Yeah. Okay. This is, I can't remember. Is this how I got the, I think that should be, hmm. Let me go into reclass real quick and check that. Okay, what am I doing? Keep forgetting what I'm doing, bro. Okay, yeah, let's check that out here. So this is our local player address. Let's save that. Take on my parents A. I guess that's our fucking shit. 'Cause that's what's pointing to. That's a static address that has the value of this address inside of it. Alright. Hey. Sure. What did I guess for this one? 'Cause I could have sworn it looked different than that. 17E08. Why is that different even though I did the exact same thing? Let me turn this down. Why is... What the fuck is going on? Okay, why is it not showing me my fucking... Let me start. Okay, it's not showing me my fucking... Okay. Let me just turn on something else, bro. Shit's getting wild. All right, yeah, it's not the one I looked at earlier. I don't know why that. Let me load it. Okay, let me just close this out. That's our. That's the value it's pointing to, which is away from our actual player address. All right, well I guess that. Yeah, that's too high for our player address. I don't know why that's. Yeah, because this is our V table. Uh, yeah. The fuck just happened? Rate class is fucking up. Alright, let's go find this again real quick. Headlock. So I was getting confused because it wasn't exactly what it had last time, which I would know because I've done this shit a million times for this game. It's always been the exact same since I've started. Should be a grenade like right here. Yeah, that's our player access as a debugger. EBX is our local player address. Okay, there is the one that I usually have right there. Huh. That's so strange, bro. Why is that? I don't know why it didn't show up last time. That's fucking weird. Alright, whatever. I got the one that I've been using. So let's. Alright, so this is gonna be our local player class right here. I'm gonna fill this out. So this is obviously our V table. A V table pointer right there. This is. Okay, this is our origin point. So this is a vector 3. Yes, this is a vector 3 right here. This, no idea what the fuck that is. It's a vector 3 right here too. Yes, this is our pause. This is our origin point. So we can label these real quick. Pause. Origin. That's our yaw and pitch. Where the fuck is float at? Float. Let me just select all it. It's a yaw pitch and a roll right there. Okay. Bruh. I'll fuck somebody up right now. Pitch. Roll. Plus EC is our fucking offset for our health value. Let's get that. Plus EC. It's an int 32 because it's a 4-byte integer. Let's call this health. I think that's all we're gonna need for our sheet. We don't need team or anything like that. If you want to add team, you can. You just do a check to see if local player team is equal to enemy's team to see if you're gonna shoot at them or not. Alright, yeah, that's good. So we're gonna rename this to player projects, generate this. Oh, that's the wrong one. So for classes, we'll just add this in here. Let's make a vector class real quick for, let's do float x, float y, float z. You can put that all in the same line if you want to. It doesn't really matter. I just have to separate my variables. Let's get rid of these fucking random ass comments. Let me get rid of these virtual void, or just make a void pointer so I don't have all these fucking pointer to v table. It'll give us a bunch of warnings if we don't do that. Alright, there we go. Let's go into our wild true function and set up our pointers. Let's do exe underscore unit pointer underscore t. So make a unit pointer. So that's an unsigned integer pointer. Right. Oh, we got TikTok line. Okay. Let's do exe underscore base underscore address is equal to. Let's typecast it to a unit pointer underscore t because it's going to be a get module. Get module handle null pointer. So if you set your get module handle to null pointer when you're doing an injection for your library, or doing a DLL injection, right? It'll get the base address of whatever you're injecting inside of. So we're gonna be injecting inside of ac underscore client.exe. So to get the base address of that, which is 0x400. All right, that should be good. Then we're gonna want to do, what are we gonna do? We do player. So we can do player pointer to local underscore player is equal to, we're gonna dereference player pointer to the exe underscore base underscore address plus what was it? The fucking thing. It's plus 17. Alright, so that should be good for that. Then we're gonna get our entity list here. Set entity. Well, we can probably do word pointer entity underscore list is equal to a dword pointer to exe underscore base underscore address plus 0x. Let's see, so this is it right here. 0x plus 18. Did I show how to get this? Check. Wait, if I didn't show how to get this thing right here, what you can do is just take. So from the value we got this as our static address, right? You could just input that just base right here if you want to. But here, fuck it, I'll just do that. There you go, base address right there. That's if you want to. Or you can just do value and search its value, which actually doesn't have a value. But yeah, we'll just do it like this for now, since that's what. And then we're gonna do dword. Oh, these we want to do these in our for loop, don't we? Yeah, we want to do that in our for loop. If it's getting a new character each time, let's do for. Okay, well we'll just fill it out real quick. Dword pointer enemy is equal to dword pointer. It should be dword pointer to entity underscore list plus 0x4. We gotta dereference entity list though real fast. Weatherman, I'm the weatherman. So yeah, to get the value of this, you have to dereference it, right? So you have to dereference a pointer to get the value. And make sure we're doing everything right real quick. Man, I'm the ever man. Okay, yeah, so the I times 4, we'll get to that in a minute. And that's gonna be our index. But for now, we're gonna make sure we're gonna lock on a 1 player. Take it slow. Call me weatherman, I'm wherever man. Do word pointer, what are we doing? Oh, we gotta typecast it to a player pointer. Sorry, my brain's kind of fried right now. Make this their offset. Player pointer enemy is equal to player pointer enemy underscore offset. Yeah, so it looks like we're good. So we're not gonna render through it first and make sure this works. So let's do our functions. We're gonna have to do the absolute pause. Yeah, we're gonna have to do the absolute pause. So let's make sure these functions are right. Don't have any problems. So yeah, we should probably. Do we even need to do that? Yeah, we are. We'll just do that real quick. So if local underscore player is null, or enemy is null, we'll just continue. If enemy pointer to the health value is greater than 100, or enemy health is less than or equal to 0, we're also going to want to continue. So this is checking to see if the enemies are valid enemies to fire at. If they're not, then we'll just continue and go to the next iteration and just keep continuing. Let's set a toggle for our cheat. If get async key state is vk underscore x button. See, I always do button 2 because that's my forward mouse button. That's not my mouse. You can do whatever you want to. Alright, let's calculate the absolute pause underscore x float absolute pause underscore. So we're gonna get our absolute pause. So it's gonna be our enemy origin. It's gonna be their x. What's going on here? Class vector 3 vector thinking vector. Oh, this isn't public. That's why I was giving us an error. Make sure you publicize your fucking shit, or it's gonna get fucked up. So it's gonna be minus local underscore player dash pause dot x or o dot x. That's gonna give our absolute pause for that. Absolute pause underscore y dash o dot y minus our local underscore player origin. Alright, so that's gonna calculate and make our origin point, the point of the thing. About you, thinking about you. Let's get the azimuth. So azimuth float azimuth. So your x and y azimuth is equal to, look at what the fucking thing is. Yeah, we're not gonna do, we'll do z after this. I'll just show you what it looks like without the z. Just calculating the fucking pitch. Just calculate the yaw for now. So yeah, it's gonna be a float azimuth. We're gonna use a10 functions. It's gonna be a10 to f. We pass in 2 parameters, or we pass in 2 arguments, which are parameters of the fucking function, right? don't have to be getting into specifics here, but yeah. So we're just gonna copy this right here. A10 2F. That'll give us that, and then we need to do. Okay, yeah. So float yaw is equal to. I'm gonna do the function for azimuth underscore xy times 180. It's 180 divided by pi. We need to get the definition for pi. So hashtag define. We're gonna define this at the top of our with our pre-processor directives. Sorry, I'm a know-it-all. M underscore pi. Alright, that looks right to me. So then let's do float. Let's add 90 degrees to our yaw. Or I'll show you without the 90 degrees and then we'll fix it. Actually, no. You already know what it's gonna do. It's just not gonna be set correctly. Plus equals 90.0f. Okay. Well, we can just do equals yaw plus 90.0f. Alright. So there we go. Our yaw is good now. Is that all we're going to be doing for now? I think that's what we'll be doing. So I'm not going to be calculating distance or anything like that. We'll only be a one player because we set our player to the first player within the index. So we can now just do local underscore player dash yaw is equal to yaw. And then let's do sleep. Let's see, 1 millisecond. All right, that should hopefully work. Fuck. Multiple initializations of yeah. Oh fuck. Type conversion from D word to D word. I guess we don't need to do that. Oh, I guess we do. But it gave us a warning for some reason. Why is it giving us a warning? D word pointer entity underscore list underscore also D word pointer dereference it plus 0x4 player D word player pointer of greater size. Yeah, I mean that's chill. Doesn't matter. Alright, we're about to see if it matters right now, like 5 seconds. I didn't need to restart my game, I don't think. Alright, let's see if this works. So when you're testing for the first time, don't do multiple people because it's not going to work. So let's make sure we're connected to the game. Memory view. AC aimbot. It's in debug mode. We're not even in x86. Probably get rid of those warnings. Yeah, I've never seen this before. So if we press mouse button 2. Oh, I didn't even set it. Okay, well, it's working. Okay, let me fix that real quick. This is supposed to continue. If that's not working, I forgot to set that. Let's go back in here. Let me change this fucking song. This song's dog shit. Let me use that for an intro one day. We'll see. So, excuse me. Alright, now I press mouse button 2. It should lock on. The yaw at least. The pitch. A bit rough for me. Should be easy to fix though. We just have to go calculate it real quick. Watch my sound is just completely fucked up. and then I just have no idea. I record this entire time, it sounds all fucked. That'd be tough. Alright, this is gonna be pretty easy to calculate the yaw. So we're just gonna do float absolute pause underscore z is equal to enemy, enemy dash o dot z minus local underscore player dash o dot z. So the exact same thing we just did. I'm gonna do for the oh, I just used the find function, my bad. So float azimuth underscore z is equal to a10 to f. So it's gonna take the absolute pause of our z and the absolute pause of our y, I'm pretty sure, to calculate. And then we're gonna do float pitch is equal to float azimuth underscore z. Then we're gonna have to do 180 divided by multiply, do 180 divided by m underscore pi again to convert it from radians to degrees. And then we can just do local underscore player pitch equal to pitch. Wow, that was fucking, wow, that was super easy, huh? Who would have thought making aimbot was so easy? Oh, unless you're retarded as fuck, like me. This will be targeting only one character once again, just like the last time, but it'll calculate. Oh. That's a little bit strange. Our head is snapping back on itself. Alright, and that's because we have to add the little retard function that I was showing you earlier. This function right here. So this is gonna make it so it's not all retarded. Do that before. We're not gonna put these fucking comments in it. Alright. Let's rebuild this. Open back up Assault Cube. That should fix that. If not, then we're gonna have to look around to see what's going down. We're gonna have to add a fucking normalizer for our angle, which looks like we're good. Nice. When you wanna fuck, ring the bell. Alright, look, aimbot's looking good. Now we just gotta make a for loop to iterate through the array of pussies. And oh, that's a little bit strange for our Java to be doing that. Alright, so now we know that that's working. Go look back at this here. So we're gonna make it to a for loop, right? So we're gonna take all of this right here. We're gonna get rid of this shit. Make a for int I is equal to 1. So the reason we set it to 1 is because the first so the first number within the array is 0, right? So we don't want to set it to 0 because there's nothing actually at the 0 value, so it'll just fuck our thing up, right? So we want to start at 1, and then because of that, we're going to set our number of players. So I is less than num underscore players. We'll add this in a second. Don't worry about this. +1, right? This is writing +1 right there. This is where I was fucked up for a while right here. I was like, why is it not working? And just fucking bash my head against it over and over again until I figured out what was going down. I was like, oh, that's why. So I went to the fucking, went and walked around, went in circles downstairs for a while. So we just paste that back in. And then this right here, we'll put this in parentheses. It'll be 1, or it'll be I times that. So we can just make that times 4. It doesn't really matter if it's 0x or whatever. Actually, we'll make it 0x because we're like that. For this, we'll put that right there. All right, that looks good. We just need to now go. It's gonna say ya is undefined, but we'll fix that in a second. We'll make this closest underscore ya and closest underscore pitch. Closest underscore pitch. Closest underscore ya. Alright, so float closest underscore pitch is equal to null. So we copy assignment for that one. I guess we could use listen as initialization, but it doesn't matter too much. All right, we're gonna do what is it? The closest underscore distance, right? This is the next one we need to add for our integers. Let's check this thing out. Yeah, so closest underscore player. And then we're gonna have to add this random function. Where is it at? Yeah, the Euclidean distance. It's a little bit complicated. I'm not gonna bother explaining this because I actually don't even know what happens with this. It was on Game Hacking Academy to calculate the distance. So, alright. Yeah, so we need to add in this right here, which is calculating the distance, our closest enemy to us. We're just gonna be, so we start on that. Yeah, so float temp underscore distance is equal to Euclidean distance absolute pos underscore x and absolute pos underscore y. Okay. Then we're gonna do if closest underscore player equal to negative 1.0f or closest underscore player or temp underscore distance less than closest underscore player. Then we're going to set closest underscore player equal to temp underscore distance. All right, so that's gonna be our calculating our distance function. So yeah, gangster, it's gonna take our absolute x, absolute y. It's gonna take it in here, and it's gonna take x, multiply it by x, take y, multiply by y, add them together, then return the square root f. I don't even know what the fuck a square root f is, if I'm being honest with you. So let's change this up. Closest. Yeah, like I said, I'm not some fucking little nerd math whiz. So, all right, let's go get the number of players. So, get the number of players. It's pretty easy. We're just gonna go here. Just go deathmatch. 2 players. Kind of cheat engine. Sure, Sock's opened up. New scan. We're gonna scan for 1 because we are not counted in this number of players. We're gonna go single deathmatch. 4. Scan for 3. Deathmatch. Scan for 7. Scan for 77. Fuck me. Okay, let's do that in reverse order, I guess. And for 3, it's gonna be this one right here. And notes this one right here, so I'm gonna calculate this real quick. So it's gonna be a int pointer to num underscore players equal to a dereference and int pointer to exe underscore base underscore address plus 0x. All right, there we go. That was pretty fucking easy. Cannot initialize entity of int pointer. Okay, remove that, I guess. Yeah, should be good. Oh, it's because this is an int, and it's we have to dereference int pointer to give it back to our give the value of it to our number of players, and we put it in here. Okay. Sorry, I was getting confuzzled there. Let's make this a little bit nicer. All right, that should be good. This should work now in a game for multiple players now. Watch a crop while I smoke. Let me do our little function here. If closest underscore ya equal to null or closest underscore pitch. So this is basically saying if it's not set, then don't set our local player and pitch and yaw to it, right? So yeah, let's go deathmatch. Let's first test out on 2 players real quick. Make sure we're gooch. I 0x. Okay. Looks like we're good to go. All right. That shouldn't be doing that. It's not supposed to be locked right there. With what I just added right here, closest underscore ya. If not local player, if not enemy. If enemy health is greater than 100, if enemy health is less than or equal to 0, then continue. Oh, I might have. Do I actually fucking have a goddamn brain tumor? Like, why am I forgetting to type continue? Like, sorry, I like my shit to look good, so can't be having it all fucked around. So I guess we can go deathmatch 4 players now. Test this out. Make sure it's built. Pretty sure I built it, but I can't remember. No, I didn't. All right, cool. That's, Okay, now it's just not working at all. Why is that? If closest underscore yaw or closest underscore pitch is equal to null, then continue. I'm injected, right? Make sure I'm injected real quick. Should give us an error right here, yeah. So it's injected, it's just if closest underscore yaw is equal to null, or closest underscore pitch is equal to null. Here, let's quit this out real quick. Let's just do if closest underscore yaw is equal to it like this. This is the exact same thing though. Let's just put this in bracers real quick. Okay, that should work. Yeah, that float close underscore pitch equal to this. And then it'll go if. Oh, it's because we're setting a new float right here. Yeah, okay. Close underscore, yeah. I see. So that wasn't working. See, that's why I gotta look through your code, man, see what's going down. And the mirror said, what's up? Yeah, I get money. Oh, about to turn my swag on. Oh, okay, a bit strange. Alright, well now it locks in all characters in the game now. Swag on. Yeah, it is. Yeah, this one has a lot of different training Z values. So it's gonna be getting pretty wild out here. Team on. Now it's time to turn it up. Alright. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna call it there. Let's see how long did that take? Hour and 11 minutes? Not bad. Alright, well if you like the video, subscribe, leave a comment, whatever the fuck. If you want to make a video on making ESP, leave a comment, I'll do it. I mean, if you want me to do anything, just leave a comment and I'll do it. It's pretty fucking like shit. You want me to make a game? I'll do it. As long as it's to do with coding in C++ or game hacking, I'll probably just do it because anything is good for me to keep learning, right? So, yeah. The source code will be on my GitHub page if you need it. I guess I'll put my GitHub in the description if you want to look at it. And yeah, if you want to make a menu and shit, yeah, just let me know what you want. Okay, and I'll do it. Anyways, all right, thanks for watching.